headed off. I just left the hostel. It's about 10 in the morning. I'm gonna walk to the diner and get some breakfast, and then maybe go to the hillbilly market and get a sub sandwich for lunch today, and then head back out on the trail. Exciting things to come. Gonna hit 300 miles, gonna get to Erwin, and then we're off to Virginia. Today I'm doing an 11.1 mile day, I think, just to the next shelter out of Hot Springs. Kind of quick, kind of short, leaving about 11. So I'm gonna go there and then have several bigger days planned. Been hanging out on my own, and that will continue for at least the next several days because I have dropped back behind my whole family and all the little extra people that I was hanging out with. But it's all right. Lots of new people coming up behind me that I'll probably see because they're moving faster than I am. And yeah, new faces. New mountains, but same old, same old. Snack, and I'm now gonna have my celebratory Rice Krispie treat because this is technically the last individual climb of the day. It's about the same as what happened in the Smokies of these shelters on top of another mountain, but I don't want to eat my Rice Krispie treat there because I have a packed out 8-inch sub actually, so that's very exciting. But yep, about 3 miles to camp. I'm ready. I had goldfish and I had some vanilla wafers for snacks as well. After a long day, got in bed. I actually put up my tent, which I have not done in a very long time. And I watched some Netflix, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. And tomorrow might be a really big day. I might just do 22 miles. Probably not, but it's in my head. So maybe just the regular 16 that I have planned, but who knows? If I'm feeling good, we might pull a 22. Headed off. Today is a 60-mile day planned. However, there is a possibility that I'm feeling really good. I'll try to go 22, catch up with my friends a day sooner. Last night was not too bad. I slept in my tent for the first time in a long time, over 100 miles. Last time I slept in my tent was at mile 136, and I'm currently at mile 287 or something like that. So it's been a long time, but it was nice. There are a lot of gnats, and that's really, really bothering me. I can do big animals, no problem, but it's these tiny little things that really bother me. So I might have to get some citronella oil or something when I'm next in town because it is really irritating me. Nice weather again today, very exciting. And yeah, one big climb today, a couple few little ones as always, but it shouldn't be too bad of a day, I hope. Hit lunch at the shelter, just short of 300 miles, and a little more than halfway to camp for tonight. Very nice. So many bugs, though. So as you saw, I put my tent up in the shelter just without the rain flies. It was just the mesh, and that way I could eat without being surrounded by bugs. So that's fun. Everyone's bothered by the bugs. Ugh. They're just so small and annoying. They don't bite, they don't hurt, but they're... Sorry, there's one on my hand. They're just really freaking annoying. So... Getting really close to 300 miles, that's super exciting. About 1.5 miles up the rest of this hill, and then the rest of the day should be pretty chill, I hope. And we're hitting a big milestone again, so that's fun. place is wild. Now I know why they have a bad weather bypass though. This would be horrifying in the rain. Horrifying. Made it to mile 300. Celebratory Rice Krispie treat seems like the perfect time for that. And we're essentially at the top of the hill, kind of at the bottom. But anywho, only about 2 miles left. I cannot wait to get to camp. This 60-mile day has been rough. Those rocks were not pleasant. Coming down, my feet are in pain, so I'm very excited to just get to camp and sit down and get in my tent and get away from these bugs because they're driving me up the wall. My hair looks like a hot mess, so that's super fun. Thank you, sweating and sun. I'm gonna try to like rebraid it or something later today and fix that problem. But yeah, 300 miles. I'm shocked that I have walked 300 miles. It feels like I've been out here forever, but it also feels like I've been out here for like 2 days. So miles 100 and 200 felt like it took a long time, but this last 100 miles feel like it just went by in a blink. Safe and sound in my tent. Today was a long day. My feet are really feeling that 16. Tomorrow's another 16. Hopefully it'll go okay. I'm gonna take some Advil, get a good night's sleep, but big day, 300 miles, very exciting. And now it's time for sleep. Well, I am off again today. Not in the best mood this morning, so that's a little unfortunate. Had another 50-mile day planned. Currently hiking up Big Butt Mountain, which is kind of funny. And yeah, several climbs, lots of downhill. Same old, long day. It's supposed to be 80 degrees today, so that's gonna be rough. But you know what? Sunny and warm, so that's nice. Big Butt Mountain, simply peachy. Well, I got to the shelter, and as you can see, I've now put up my tent in the shelter. That way I can be in the shade and also out of the bugs. I will probably end up staying here. My feet are just killing me after those rocks yesterday. The pounding on one side is just, it's bad. I mean, I've been walking with a limp all morning, and it's another almost 9 miles with a good chunk of uphill to the next shelter, and I just feel like if I try to push that, it's not going to be good tomorrow, so I might just stay here. Do a lot of nothing, probably sleep. I'm gonna eat some lunch right now and then take some Advil and see how I feel and then go from there. Well, in sitting at the shelter, some day hikers came along and told me that A, there was trail magic at this next gap, which is about 2.7 miles from the shelter. And we kind of got talking and I was like, oh man, I want to get there, but I can't do another 9 miles today because that's where the next shelter is. That was my Garmin sending off some messages. I was like, I can't do 9 miles, so I was like, I want to go to get that trail magic because I'm hungry and I don't really have a lot of food, but I also don't know where to camp after that. So we kind of got talking and they said they would drive me into Erwin. So now it looks like I'm going to go to this gap, get some snacks, and then go into Erwin and figure out what I'm going to do from there. I'm thinking I might either try to slack pack this next 35 miles from here to the actual like gap where Erwin is or something. I don't really know. We'll figure it out. At present, my foot, after sitting for 3 hours, is not bothering me quite as much, but the more I step, the more I start to feel it, so that's unfortunate. Took some Advil. Hopefully, if I give it another few hours of rest today and not hike a big day today, I'll be okay going forward. We'll find out. And you know what? If nothing else, I will get an actual meal tonight, and that's a win. Also, they gave me some clementines. That was the biggest win of all because I have just not been able to stop thinking about fruit. I clearly did not eat enough fruit in Hot Springs, and I've been thinking smoothies for days. Oh, I got a ride to Uncle Johnny's hostel. Right now there is nobody here because they are all in the shuttle that went to town at 4:30. They'll be back in a couple hours. All of my friends are here, and nobody knows that I am here, so that should be a fun little reunion. I'm just gonna tent tonight because I don't know what I'm doing with my life, and then I'm gonna laundry, shower, all that good stuff. But tonight is a tent kind of night, and yeah, pretty nice here. It's nice and warm. Foot kind of hurts. I don't know what I'm doing with my life, so I'm gonna figure that out shortly. And I'm gonna order some Domino's pizza for delivery because they deliver out here, which is great. And yeah, that's kind of the plan. Shower, I now feel very clean and much better. I just popped my the laundry thing, got a Pepsi, and I just ordered the biggest Domino's order I've ever ordered in my entire life. I got a pizza coming, I got some chicken, burro wings, I got some garlic twists, I have a salad, all kinds of stuff.
Nice. Those black diamonds are crazy.
Super fun night tonight. So glad I got to see all my friends. It was a super fun time here. Lots of cool people. Some people I didn't know. There was some fire spinning that happened. Overall, very awesome. And with my tent, tomorrow's going to be a semi-slack packing day. I'm going to go stay at a hostel up on Big Bald Mountain, which is the big climb. And then the day after that, Friday, I'm going to come back here and then keep going on. Great time. Feeling so much better than I did this morning. Just shows you what people can do for you. And yeah, I need to get some sleep. It's kind of late and I have another kind of big day tomorrow, so gotta get some rest. But really just like feeling worlds better. Also, I got Domino's again and it was delicious. And I purposely got extra, so now that will be my breakfast tomorrow morning. Breakfast of champions. Well, I am back out again on the trail. Exactly where I got off yesterday. I have a much smaller, much lighter pack, but it still has all the essentials. So if I was to have to camp, I'm good. Today I'm gonna hike 16 miles up to Bald Mountain, and then there's a dirt road and a hostel that will pick you up right there, and I'm gonna get picked up and go there. I know I'm being so bougie, staying in a hostel for 3 nights. That way I don't have to carry any food or really anything like that. I can just go right there, and then tomorrow I'll do another 16 back to Uncle Johnny's where I was tonight and spend their night there on Friday, resupply in Erwin, and then continue on from there. Feeling much better today than I was yesterday. It was really a good decision for me to get off and go and hang out with my friends and then come back. That was smart. And I had a really nice time. My foot's feeling a little bit better. I also now, with less weight, it shouldn't be quite so much pounding, I'm hoping. And if so, I have some Advil that I'll take. And yeah, we are off again. Lots of climbing today, but then lots of downhill tomorrow. I plopped myself on the side of the trail where I'm now eating pizza for lunch, snacking a little bit, and then I have about 6 miles to where I'm getting picked up, the Bald Mountain Road, about 5.5 to the top of Bald Mountain, basically up the whole way. So we are in for a world of climbing, even though that's basically all I've been doing all morning. Feeling okay. Took some Advil to help my feet because they are kind of starting to bother me. Otherwise, wind is really picking up. It's getting a little dark and stormy, kind of hoping it's not going to rain on me, but if it does, it does. That's where I'm going. Basically straight across that way. Right to the top where there is a bald, because it's big bald whatever. Ooh, let's see, is there still something in here? Well, some trail club put that cooler out there this morning. It's pretty much empty, but I did get a couple cookies, so that's a win. Honestly, trail magic is always nice. And I was like, how did they get a cooler up here? But then he told me that there's a road. The guy who brought the cooler just came and picked it up while I was standing there. And he told me that there's a road right over this hill. And that's how they got the cooler up here. So, super neat, as always. I made it to the top. It is super windy up here, so we'll see how long I can go without having a big gust come and make it impossible for you to hear me. It is beautiful up here. I'm a little emotional, which is kind of weird. But I'm up here. There is not a soul up here with me. And it's beautiful. That's where I came from. I did those mountains right there. And whew, I'm going over there. Like, ooh! The wind is strong. I'm going that way. That big mountain that you maybe can kind of see in the distance, if you can even hear what I'm saying right now, that's Roan Mountain. That's the next really big mountain that could be dicey on the weather. Luckily the weather is not too terrible up here, except for the wind. And now, just a calm little 0.3 downhill to the road where I'm getting picked up. So, exciting stuff. Big day of climbing, but I actually feel okay. And really, things like this view, make it so worth it. All those climbs. This is why we hike. Is to find places like this that are beautiful in so many different ways. As always, celebratory Rice Krispie treat time. And finally out of the wind. Oh my gosh. And off we go down the hill to get picked up. Arrived at Mother Marion Hostel. It is super nice. I'm here by myself, so I'm gonna have a nice private time in a bunkhouse. This is what it looks like. Really chill. That is the bed I'm gonna be hanging out on. And then we have this like nice common area. There's a piano, which I'm very excited because I can play. And I'm gonna have some pizza for dinner. And yeah, it's a great time here. Super nice people. It's gonna be awesome. Back on the trail, and boy, is it a beautiful morning to go for a hike. Mother Marion drove me back to the trail today after making me a great breakfast. Overall, really enjoyable stay. Super nice people, really clean, really comfortable. Have about 17 and a half miles to do today to get back to Uncle Johnny's in Erwin. Hoping I can get there before 4:30. That way I can make the afternoon, evening shuttle into town and resupply then. That way I don't have to deal with it tomorrow morning. It's Friday again, so I'm listening to my Feel Good Friday playlist. Greatest playlist I have. Well, I am just about back at Uncle Johnny's. I've not been filming a lot today because I have been walking incredibly fast because Uncle Johnny's runs 2 shuttles, one at 9 a.m. and one at 4:30. So if I miss the one today, it means I'm gonna definitely have to go in tomorrow, and I want to have the option to be able to leave early if I choose to. I still probably won't, but I would still rather be able to go in today, get my resupply done today, and be able to eat and all that good stuff. So I have been walking incredibly fast to get here. It's been a long day, lots of downhill. My back has started to hurt again, which is super fun. I think I just need to stretch it. I kind of figured out after that last time that if I roll backwards and like try to stretch it that way, it tends to fix it. So that is the plan. I'm gonna get there. I think I have a little bit of time, so I can probably put up my tent because I'm in a tent again, and hopefully sneak in a very quick shower before we head off. Good sir, pardon me, you are where I'm putting up my tent. Well, I woke up today and I realized that I haven't vlogged in a very long time. So, here's a little status update. I ended up taking a 0 here in Erwin, mostly because everyone here was taking a 0, and I kind of just got like sucked into the vortex, as they say, and ended up staying another day. But today I'm going to leave. I'm going to try to do 17 miles to catch up to people because now I'm even further behind from those who I was trying to catch. So double-edged sword, but it also was fun, and I hung out with lots of friends, and it was a good time. So that's that. I'm gonna head out here pretty quickly, I hope, and get a move on, start the day. Lots of climbing again, because every time we're in town, you always have to climb out of the town, so it's always a big climbing day.